If you are an entrepreneur who have been already in the game for the last 3-4 years, and it feels good from one perspective, but in some moments you feel so discouraged, overwhelmed. You've applied strategies, you read books, you try to steal great secret information from the best in the world, and you are overwhelmed because now you don't want to go through what you've been. Not even that you doubt that you're gonna get through, and you almost are so afraid of repeating the same mistakes you've been through, what you've done, but you just feel overwhelmed because you realized there are so many things you've seen about yourself which you don't really like. You've been through phases where everything felt so confusing and you doubted yourself, but now you're so much in the game already, you don't want to give up. You know that it is possible, but man, is this going to take longer than I thought? Probably yes, but for some people it takes so long, they never reach their dream. They never reach that level which you want to achieve. I've been mentoring, coaching, and helping entrepreneurs for the last 10 years. And I want to share with you 3 things which are going to save this state of overwhelm. This state of, I want to take the risk, I want to make a bolder move, but what's what, which what should I focus on so that I can make sure I'm gonna get alive out of this phase and reach the next level. So if you feel overwhelmed, then in the next 20 maybe minutes, I'm going to teach you these 3 mindset shifts, these 3 wisdom quirks, which helped me and helped so many others to go through and overcome this feeling of overwhelm, because it's not as real as you might think, this feeling. So the number 1 is, look, now I'm in a park and it's beautiful, and all over the place you look, it's green, nice and beautiful. So you see, when I left my house, I was not in the park. So while you're getting to the park, you always have this hunger and you're pushed so much by that desire. I don't want to be on the beach, I don't want to be in a hotel, I just want to be in the park. So let's suppose that the park is that level, so that where you can start to consider yourself as an entrepreneur. And you didn't know so many other things, but you somehow figured it out and now you are in the business, all right? Sometimes we are already in the arena, but we keep treating ourselves as we were just on our way getting to the arena. There are 2 different phases. There is one phase is when you're confused, maybe you don't even know where you want to go in life and what's your gifts, what's your mission, what's your purpose. That's one stage. But once you're in the game and it feels good and you have already achieved some success, some stages, start treating yourself as a full player, even if you're not making millions, even if you are not at that level yet, even if you're not in that room, in the room where it happens, Alexander Hamilton, even if you're not at that stage, but you are in the park, you are in the game. So as long as you treat yourself as one which is not in the park, you're gonna always be looking up and like, oh, I wanna get there, I wanna get there, I wanna be there, I wanna be with them, I wanna be at that stage, at that level, I wanna have that zeros in after the 1 in my bank account, that you don't even see what's happening around. The opportunities are right around you, but because we're so a little bit afraid, a little bit, let's put it clearly, let's be honest, we still don't believe that we deserve to be in the park. So we treat ourselves as someone which is just hustling and trying to get in the park. Man, you're already here. Yeah, maybe you're not right at that where by the river there is a mastermind going on. Maybe you're not yet in that room. If you can see in my background there is a beautiful citadel or whatever was that. But you will be there if you realize you're in the park, you're already in the arena, you're in the game, you've made it. Yeah, there is next level, there is always the next level, but you made it. Start treating yourself as a full player, as a full entrepreneur, even if you are at the beginning of this second stage after you've been through the hustle mode where you had no idea what's what. But now you already have some ideas. So even if you don't know all that information you'd like to know, you don't have build the skills which you'll have to build, and we'll get to the focus later, treat yourself as a winner, before you get every win, because there is always the next win. This is the number one. Once you made this shift, once you start looking at yourself and you start to see all the accomplishments you've got, this is going to help you to start to look at yourself. Okay, wait a second. I'm in the arena. I'm an entrepreneur, even if I don't make millions. Yeah, but you've got an offer, you've got something. Now it's all about knowing the very specific and secret knowledge how to move forward. Now, the second one, it's very connected to the first. The second one is, while you're on your path towards this stage where you are now, you've seen a lot about yourself. You looked at what you're made of, and you didn't really like. You started with a big ego, you started with a big enthusiasm, like, I'm gonna make millions, I'm gonna build this, and that. That's great, we need that. But along the way, you've seen all your weaknesses, you've seen all the things which are not great. And those things, they hit painfully. They hit your ego, they hit your confidence, they just hit. Now, here is the second shift I invite you to make so that you can move forward without overwhelm. You see this tree here on my background? There are some branches which are gone, dead. He's dead. Surely it's an old tree. The whole park is green, you see? So I might be walking in this park and say, wow, what a beautiful park. But if I look closer, then I see all these dry, dead branches and some dead trees. There are always going to be some branches, some dead trees. But do I focus on the whole beauty and all this green, amazing nature? Or do I focus on, that tree is almost dying. That thing is not as good as I thought or I would like it to be. So what? It's a park, it's a forest. Of course, there are always going to be some dead branches, some dead trees. And we are not so different. We have some things which will never adjust. Yeah, we are all weird. We are weirdos. Everybody has their own strange thing about themselves, which you can't even explain, or maybe even a little bit ashamed of admitting, like, I know I have that. We all do have it. We don't say it in front of the camera. Some do. But we all do have some crazy stuff. Stop focusing so much on what is not so good about yourself. I always say this: smart people focus on who they are not, and they spend their life trying to adjust it. Wise people focus on what's great about them, and they leverage it, they grow it. They change their lives and change the world, because they focus on what's amazing. And yeah, if there is a tree which is really standing in your way towards greatness, okay, maybe you have to fight it. Maybe you have to deal with it. Not everything needs to be adjusted. I've spent so many years in healing, and that's very important, in adjusting, discovering, putting aside all the unpleasant things, all the traumas, all the beliefs that were deeply in our identity. Yeah, we have to deal with them, of course. But if that's the only fight you pick, that's going to be a life full of struggle. And rather than getting to your dream, what do? You fight. You fight what's not good about you. But the more you focus on it, the more you try to improve. What's the point of improving if not getting over ourselves? Know yourself. Famous quote, few know what does really mean. You see, you can focus on the perfume of these flowers. Beautiful. Or you can focus on this, which is dead. Now what you're gonna focus on, because you have both. That's what means know yourself. But what you're gonna focus on, this is the question. That's the point of improving, so that we can discover what's good, what's less good, what is going to be there. And that's all right. And some things need your attention right away, but not everything needs to be adjusted and improved. The point is to get over your ego, get over yourself, that you're not going to be perfect in everything, and that is all right if you want to win. If you want to adjust everything, then keep adjusting everything, and the overwhelm is always going to be present there. The third shift, which is going to help you to get over this overwhelm, this confusion, and this feeling yourself small and not enough and confused, and should I invest more in marketing? Should I invest more in my offer? Should I invest more in my communication? Should I invest more on ads? Should I invest more on self-development, more on leadership? Like, oh my God, all over the place, there are so many things, and the higher you go, the more interesting things you observe around. Now, I'm going up on the hill now. I'm gonna see the whole park now, and you're going to see it together with me. And you might say, wow, I wanna be there, I wanna be there, I wanna be here. There is beautiful, there is amazing. There are some interesting people, I wanna be with them, I wanna be here. The number 3 is pick the right fight. We can't win all the fights, but if we want to be and the best marketer and the best this and the best communicator and the best, you want to be the best in everything, one lifetime is not enough. So what do we want to do? We want to pick the right fight. You've got to set for yourself, hey, what specifically is that lifestyle I'm looking for? What's a win in my next 3 months? What would I consider? If you can answer this question, this is going to change your life for the rest of your life. Start using this framework. Don't be shy, use it, it's free. What's a win in the next 3 months? What would I be satisfied with, and why? What would I wouldn't be satisfied with? 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. Once you've defined what's a win for you in 5 years and 10 years, spend a few days, spend a week focusing on this. You'll start to choose and pick the right fight. Let's go higher a little bit. So you don't fight everything, because you start running over there, then you start running over there, then you start running over there. I want a house on the beach, I want a house around the equator, I want to have this, I want to have, whoa. Choose for yourself what's a win for yourself. And along the way, you'll be free to adjust it. Pick the right fight. Don't fight everything. Don't chase every goal which is distracting you. Because that tree is beautiful, but that's not exactly what I want. I want to be on the hill. For me, a win would be to go up there and to have a bigger view. That's a win for me while I'm walking in this park. Now, if I don't define what's a win for me, I would be standing over there, beating myself down, why I can't be here, why I can't be there, why I can't be under a tree, why I can't encounter a snake. God forbid, don't really like them. Or maybe I want to be up here on top of the hill. Choose your win. Oh, you can see the whole city almost there. Choose your win, choose your fight, pick the right fight. What's the right fight? It's the fight which allows you to be satisfied and fulfilled. Your desires are there to guide you. Don't fight them. Don't allow them to distract you and consider them as your curses. Because I want this, I want this, I want that. No, pick one, focus on it. That is going to help you to get through this overwhelm. You made it. So number 1, you are in the arena. Treat yourself as a winner so that you can win, win, and win. Number 2, stop fighting your weaknesses. Stop considering yourself it's not enough. Or considering yourself that, oh, the whole life is just about running and chasing. No, it's not. It's part of it. But if you want to spend your whole 24 hours fighting and losing your sleep and not being able to enjoy a moment with your friends, with your people, there are phases where we have to, when we pick the right fight, we have to get out of the house, to get our ass out of the bed and go to the park. Once you're in the park, you have to start to think a little bit strategically and different. Stop fighting everything which is not as good as you thought, because the more you look, the more you find. And that's valid for both directions. And number 3, pick the right fight. Define a win for yourself, personally and in business. What's a win for me? Answer this question. This is going to help you and save this stage of overwhelm, so you don't spend your next 3-4 years as you spent the last one without moving forward. So if you need a little bit of help, you want to go a little bit deeper, and you want to save time by doing this for yourself, I'm here for you. Go in the description below, book a free call so that you can leverage that, you can think strategically, move forward, and grow in life and business. Stay blessed, keep winning, fly higher, and we'll see each other in the next one. Take care, bye-bye.